If we dey intelligent enough, we for remain for Nigeria. And because we're not dey intelligent enough, that is why we come abroad, including myself.
Hear the voice with the testimony, brother ID for the community, sharing knowledge, lighting up the way, bringing brighter hope to every single day. On Brother ID TV.
Because now that Nigeria, when we come on, now there people still they rule, now there people still they lead, now there people still they create laws. Now there you still get policemen. Now there you still get lawyer, you get soldier men, you get teachers, you get all what have you. But we left the country because we don't see ourselves to be part of the country. That's why we left. So it did break my heart to see people would they condemn Nigeria. Not just people, old men and women who from abroad, they condemn Nigeria. I am not saying they are wrong or they are right. I'm not saying they don't have the right to condemn Nigeria, but I'm saying that it is not something you should be proud of to condemn Nigeria. When you see people like Dr. Charles Apoki, you will not say Nigeria is worth coming back to, or is worth repairing, or is worth living in. Dr. Charles Apoki is one man that motivates me about Nigeria. Dr. Charles Apoki is one man that is real and natural about his way of life, and yet a fulfilled man. Dr. Charles Apoki is that man that lives like God, who made Nigeria his throne and abroad his footstool. I don't know if you understand. Dr. Charles Apoki is the man who has made Nigeria his throne and abroad his footstool. I think there is a place in the Bible that says God made heaven his throne and the earth his footstool. That is, God did heaven, he can't make earth for where they put in leg. You know, when you sit on the throne, you have a place to rest your legs. So the throne is heaven, while the earth is the place where God rests his legs. That is the footstool. So now, so Dr. Charles Apoki be like.
I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I came to the farm today. We are the permanent site of Petra Institute. You can see the building there. And we came to uproot cassava. These are cassava tubers. We put them here now and take them to the machine.
Dr. Charles Apoki, he make Nigeria in throne and make abroad his footstool. That is, now Nigeria now being headquarter, while abroad now being holiday country.
When I saw the structures, the road and everything, the first thing that came out of my mouth was, I'm not sure there's hope for Nigeria. I'm sorry.
Let them say it.
Yeah, the first thing that came out of my mouth was, I'm not sure there's hope for Nigeria. Where are we going to start?
The same thing that happened to me when I saw the road networks in Germany. In Germany, when I saw the road, what's the highway? What's it called
Autobahn.
again? The Autobahn, the road network, the highway. And I'm like, somebody sat down to construct this. I was like, there's no hope. We cannot. I felt bad saying it, but for me that was factual.
Okay, let me come in now. You know, I've lived in both worlds. That is to say, I've traveled, I've stayed in Africa. I knew when Dubai was just a fishing port, when they were doing pearl diving, they would dive for pearls from the oysters, until the Chinese came and brought artificial pearls, and the diving for oyster pearls reduced. I know when Nigeria was giving loan to IMF. Nigeria gave loan to IMF, yes. I know when Nigeria gave loan to South Korea. I know I was in medical school when the king of Saudi Arabia was bringing his family for treatment in the University College Hospital in Ibadan, where I trained. Now, let me tell you this. Dubai, if it can translate, the leadership can translate Dubai to what it is now, within a space of a year, 30 or 40 years, there is hope for Nigeria.
But why some of us, unknowingly to us, we make abroad our headquarters and Nigeria a vacation country, which is not supposed to be, So why am I saying this? I am saying all this because it give me some kind of feeling when I see old men, when they're there abroad, they talk against Nigeria. Instead of bringing out the good in Nigeria, they stick to the confirmation bias that Nigeria is a no-go area. But Dr. Charles Apoki is one man that motivates anyone that has eyes and mind and insight to know that Nigeria is a place you can live in. We are not talking about the situation challenging the belief that Nigeria is a good place. We know we have challenges. That is fact. So when you come to social media like this, you always portray things that are not actually pleasant to see, things that people would not like to see. When you start presenting ugly things about the country Nigeria, nobody will want to come and invest. Nobody will want to come and invest. When you start presenting video like this of this Abia State's governor that is doing a great work in Nigeria, when you start projecting video and people like this to the public about Nigeria, I think people will see Nigeria to be a good place. Not just only posting the kidnapping, the saga. Most times, Nigeria, they take with important where we pass with the important. What we supposed to they put on all our social media platform as bloggers and YouTubers and content creators, we know they don't. But I think a video like this Abia State governor, what he's doing in Abia State, I think is what saying, is what bringing to the limelight, is what putting on all social media platform, is what broadcasting by every YouTuber, every podcast host, and every content creator. But nobody is doing this. Most people are not. Not most people are not. Most people don't actually forward videos like this for public viewing. Why? Because it is not hazardous. It is not a video that will bring people tears. It is not a video that will draw attention, and it is not a video that will bring tension. But nevertheless, I will be so pleased and so glad and so proud to present you this video about what somebody, a governor, is doing in Abia State. That is what we should be showing to the world. This is what we should be showing to the world. There is job opportunity everywhere if we actually want to develop Nigeria. The job we don't have is hidden in the work we don't want to do. The jobs that is not in the job that we don't have in the country, people don't have job, no employment. The unemployment in the country is due to the fact that government are not executing projects.
You might still be wondering, why is everyone still talking about Abia State? What's happening there now? If you watched our first video on Abbas and Abia's transformation, you know this Nigerian state has been making waves under Governor Alex Otti since 2023. But here is the surprise. The momentum hasn't just continued, it's accelerated. We're looking at a state moving at breakneck speed, delivering projects most governments would take decades to complete. And today, we're exploring the latest developments that have everyone from international investors to everyday Nigerians asking, how is Abia State achieving all of this? Let's recap. When Governor Otti took office in May 2023, Abia was struggling, roads were crumbling, Power was unreliable, salaries were chronically delayed, and once thriving hubs like Aba had lost their shine. In just 2 years, his administration has built over 100 roads, ensured salaries and pensions are paid before the 28th of every month, attracted major international partnerships, and began a total overhaul of infrastructure. And that was just the starting point. Fast forward to 2025, Abia isn't just improving, it's becoming a model for governance, infrastructure, and economic growth. And come on.
We don't need any other governors. We only need Alex Otti, our governor. We don't need any other person. It's only Alex Otti we need.
One change sums up this momentum perfectly: transportation. While many Nigerian states are still battling basic transit issues, Abia State is about to roll out brand new electric buses in 2025. Not just buses, a full public transport system, complete with the first official bus stops in the state's history. Ndabia, what are you saying to this jaw-dropping back-to-back development? Think about that. Over 3 decades since Abia was created, it's finally getting proper bus stops, and they are launching with electric buses and modern terminals. That's not catching up, that's leapfrogging into the future. This is a part of the Abia Urban Renewal and Public Transportation Project, which is reshaping mobility across the state. 10 electric charging stations will be installed, creating Nigeria's first complete electric public transport network. They are also building 40 more bus stations across 17 local government areas, not just for comfort, but to connect communities, boost trade, and grow the economy. Power is another sector seeing bold moves. In a country where outages are routine, Abia has taken control of its electricity supply by purchasing the Umuahia ring-fenced area from the Enugu Electricity Distribution Company. The state now operates 11 geometric power substations, generating over 80 megawatts, enough for hundreds of thousands of homes, and delivers power directly to communities instead of losing it to the national grid. 69 high-capacity transformers have been distributed, targeting schools, hospitals, and rural areas. One highlight is the new MVA Obolu substation, commissioned by former President Olusegun Obasanjo. It's transforming supply across multiple local government areas, and it's only one of several similar projects underway. Are we talking about digital transformation? This one is equally ambitious. In May 2025, Abia signed a major deal with MTN to roll out 3G broadband to all 17 local government areas, including rural areas. Manimo Bodo. Governor Otti, indeed, Ibuchioma Nyelunde Abia State. You are a proof that pure, fair, positive, good governance is possible in Nigeria. The Umuahia dedicated internet access wide area network powered by IPNX is now delivering secure, high-speed fiber to government ministries, making services faster, more transparent, and accessible online. Education is part of this push through the Abia First program, building 20 solar-powered smart schools across all local government areas, equipped with smart boards, CCTV cameras, ICT labs, and digital tools. Education is now free and compulsory from primary to junior secondary, with marshals enforcing attendance. Over 9,000 teachers are being trained in modern methods. Just check out Umuahia from the educational sector. Look out for them in the next 10 years. Are we talking about healthcare? This sector is transforming too. The long-shot Abia State University Teaching Hospital in Aba is renovated and reaccredited. But the biggest leap is the planned Abia Medical City, a 1,000-bed complex with robotic surgery, fertility and cancer centers, residencies, hotels, and helipads. Is designed to keep Nigerians from spending $2 billion annually on medical tourism and will generate an estimated $200 million yearly for Abia. The State Specialist and Diagnostic Center in Umuahia has been revived as a regional eye care hub, screening over 10,000 people in 2024, with 15% of 2024 budget for health. Hospitals and 200-plus primary care centers are being upgraded under the Project Ekweme initiative. Roads show the scale of change on the ground. The 46.3-kilometer Umuahia-Uzuakoli Abriba-Ohafia Road now links 4 local government areas in under an hour, a game changer for farmers, traders, and access to services. Gone are the days when you hear, Etola Kanachi, Abia State, go see Ro, Wara see Nugu, Gawa Lagos. And when you're driving on the road, you just see that they are just reading the papers. Today, when you hear Etola Kanachi, Abia State, Governor Otti, go see Ro, Wara see Umuahia, Gawa Uzuakoli, Mankesi Abriba, Gawa Ohafia Road. Type. You will know it is indeed work well done. Na ikwesịrị ka eto this Akanachi state Abia, maka na Abia bụ God's own state. Nanugo. Now, across the state, more than 200 kilometers of roads are under construction. Abandoned routes like the Port Harcourt Road in Aba are rebuilt by Julius Berger for 36.5 billion naira. Even federal roads like Ohafia Arochukwu stretch serving 60-plus communities are being rebuilt with state funds. The Aguiyi-Ronsi Boulevard, a 6-lane gateway into Umuahia, features solar lights, paved walkways, and covered drainage, redefining the capital's look. Bridges, erosion control projects, and community connections are also in motion. Waste management was declared an emergency in 2023. Within weeks, 3,000 truckloads were cleared from Aba and Umuahia. 30 new disposal trucks, private sector partnerships, mobile courts for offenders, and public awareness campaigns have kept cities cleaner, improving health, tourism appeal, and investment readiness. Economic growth is being fueled by hospital and industry. A deal with Radisson Blu will rebuild the iconic Inimba Hotel in Aba into a 5-star venue. Plans to revive the Star Paper Mill aim to restore Abia's manufacturing legacy and create thousands of jobs.
We're getting so close, ready for
Governor Otti is also turning the unusable new government house into a luxury hotel, generating revenue while rebuilding a functional government complex at the original site. On empowerment, a 1 billion interest-free loan scheme is reaching over 10,000 entrepreneurs through cooperatives, farmers, artisans, and traders get critical funding. But we'll try our best to cover as much as we can. Let's talk about security. It hasn't been ignored. In late 2024, 20 Toyota Hilux trucks were given to security agencies to strengthen Operation Crush, which has made progress against crime since 2023. What's striking isn't just the projects, but the speed. More has been achieved in 2 years than many states see in decades. Salaries paid on time, roads are smooth, power stable, cities clean. These improvements touch everyday life. Foreign interest is rising, with visits from diplomats to the German Consul General and partnerships with organizations such as the International Organization for Migration. Vision 2030 aims even higher with projects like the Abia Industrial Innovation Park and plans for petrochemical industries. Abia is building the future. This isn't just development, it's a proof of what's possible when vision meets execution. Dubai, Abia State is no longer just catching up. It is setting a standard for governance in Nigeria. And that is why everyone is still talking about the new Abia. All because one man stood up and said, enough is enough. Let's rewrite the history of Abia. Only because a people made a choice to come together and vote not just competence, but a record-breaking governance in the history of Nigeria, in the history of Abia State. Ndebai, ekenekwa m, akabokwa nwada unu, Splendor Ngozi. Abia is God's own state, unanugo.
Government are not executing projects with public money. That is why we lack employment. When you create employment, it reduces workers from the devil's workshop where you have idle mind. So these are the security measures that we have to look into. The ability to execute projects that will provide employment for the people. I personally appreciate this governor's initiative. That means it is possible to develop Nigeria and make Nigeria be like abroad. If we can have this in Nigeria, I think it will reduce our risk of coming to abroad through the deadly sea. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you learned one or more things from this video, and I hope you are reassured about Nigeria, that we can be great again, that we can reconstruct our country, that it is possible for us to look like abroad. It is possible for us to develop our country and look like a developed world, not just looking like and be grouped into the developed world. Thank you very much for watching this video, and don't forget, this is me, your brother ID, the preacher with testimony, the man who believes in community development through general knowledge, public issues, and evangelical presentations. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Bye bye. I see you in my next video.
Hear the voice with the testimony, brother ID for the community, sharing knowledge, lighting up the